I'm Kelly. Today, I would like to introduce a teaching application for elderly people. Well, during COVID-19, we found that technology is quite important for everyone because we can go online shopping, we can have a voice or video chat with our family members. And Hong Kong Jockey Clubs also handed out a smartphone for elder people, but teaching them how to use it is still a market gap. So we would like to seize this opportunity to teach the elder people how to use the smartphone. So here is our application. And our application is inspired by this blowkit, and we want to help the elder people to use smartphone happy and easily. And for our target users, we hope that the ages 65 or above people with a smartphone, but they live alone, or they are not really familiar with the various functions of smartphone, can join our program. Okay, Eddie, it's your time.
Thank you, Kelly. Now I would like to introduce some features of our app. The first one, that our app is free of charge. You don't need to pay any fee for downloading and using this app. And our app is compatible with any smartphone, no matter your mobile phone is Android or iOS system. We also offer detailed instructions of most popular apps in Hong Kong and mainland China, like WhatsApp, WeChat, or TikTok. Now I want to talk about how our app can attract elder users. Our app will adopt points scheme. We will work together with Hong Kong Money Back Company. Users can get 100 money back points after completing one learning task. Users can use the points to exchange cash vouchers to shopping or some daily necessities. So we think our app can promote collaborations with different companies in Hong Kong and other app developers. I think this can bring win-win effects to help our app survive in the long term. Like providing instructions of other apps will attract more elder users to download it. This will increase other apps downloads and make it more popular among the public. Also, by providing cash voucher, users will be stimulated to go shopping in some shops, which we think can bring more profits to various Hong Kong business. So, because our app can improve other apps downloads in current markets and help various Hong Kong business to attract more customers, maybe more app developers or companies want to collaborate with or invest in us. For example, they want to put some advertisement into our app, so that we not only can earn money but also bring benefits to those companies. I think this is my part. Now I will hand over to other group members. They will introduce the design of our app. Thank you.
Thank you. So now I will talk about the design process, and this is the homepage of our app, which is called Elder Easy. For the design of the app, we tend to use larger fonts, which is easier to read, and also we use many pictures and illustrations and make it become more easy to understand. Even for those who are not be able to read, they can see the pictures and colors and use the corresponding functions of our app. For the applications part of this app, you can see 4 categories, which is social, transport, shopping, and entertainment. For example, after you have select transport, and you can see the apps related to transportation. After that, user can select the app which they want to see and go into more details. Besides application mode, we have story mode, because we found that some of the elderly may not be familiar with mobile app. So in this function, the user can choose what they want to see based on their needs. For example, if I want to know the arrival time of metro or bus, then I can click the corresponding button to see the details. After selecting the app that you want to know more, you can see a short description of the app here and also a button for a user to click and download. The button will link the user to App Store or Play Store. For the right-hand side, it is a demonstration of the game. Basically, this game teaches the users how to use specific function of the app. In here, we go step by step and show how to search for the best routes from one location to another in the MTR mobile app. After finished playing, the participants will be rewarded 100 points. And now I will pass the time to Antonia to further explain how this point can be used.
The app not only gives elderly to learn and have fun, but also we have the points reward schemes there. After finishing the game, the user can get the 100 points which can use for prize redemption. This is a bright spot to encourage elderly play and learn through this app. In the prize redemption, people can use their points to exchange their money back on their daily use or directly use for exchange stuff. Also, they can check their points in their wallet too. Here is our example for people to choose for exchanging stuff. When they click the exchange present, they may see the categories of different stuff such as clothes, food, daily use, etc. When click through, there will be a list for store for them to choose. After choosing the store, we also designed a category for food that's easy for elderly to read and find out what they want. Then if they have find out the stuff they want to exchange, they can go to click the details. This is an overview of changing system on the app. And I will pass to Kelly to talk about the future plan.
Okay, thank you. So for our plan ahead, so firstly, we would like to add more app teachings like the sports to help the elderly people to do the sports. And second, we will seek for the sponsor, and we also will cooperate with some technical group, merchants, and app developers. And then we will conduct the technical tests. And finally, if everything goes smoothly, we would like to launch our application. So that's for the introduction of our application. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, team. Thank you, Elder Easy. Great presentation. And I'll pass the question to Ms. McCain and to ask first question, and then the facilitators will follow after. Ms. McCain, would you like to ask away?
Thank you, and thank you for the presentation. I can see it reflected a lot of deep thought around how you could make this app inclusive and accessible. My question is coming from the South African context. When you talked about the difficulty elders in your community have with using technology, I thought, wow, this reflects my context as well. And I think this is probably an issue in many parts of the world. Have you thought at all about being able to scale this app beyond your own context? And where would you like to scale it if you could?
Sorry, so you mean if we launch or if we decide this application, which version we would like to scale? You mean?
So do you anticipate scaling it beyond your own context? So even further in your country or beyond your country?
No, I think I haven't seen this kind of application in our country. Yeah, so I think it is. So that's why I say teaching other people to use smartphone. I mean to invent it application to teach them is a market gap. Yes, because I haven't seen any application also have this kind of function.
Okay, thank you. And then just one final question is around how were you able to identify the need here where you noticed that elderly people were needing some learning around technology? Did you survey or did you interview people, or are you speaking from your own experiences?
Basically, our group is based on our own experience because we all have our elderly in home, so we have different experience that they do not know how to use the app in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is kind of busy city that need to use a lot of app that connect with different people, exactly like the daily use, like the bus app. So it's very inspire us to have this kind of design on doing this project.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, McCain. I see Sadif that had a question. Sadif, would you like to ask your question?
Yeah, thank you so much, team. It was a wonderful presentation. I enjoyed looking at it. I have a few questions, which is similar to the question which was posed by the judge as well. You mentioned that you have your experience with the elderly and they don't know how to use smartphones, but do they want to use smartphones? And this would be my question, which is similar to the question which was asked by the judge as well. Like, do they really want to use? Have you spoken to them? Do they want to use smartphones? Because sometimes they don't want to. They're comfortable enough. They don't want to use smartphones. So what do you think about that? Do you want to answer this? And then I will follow up with, or not follow up, but add another question to this. But or you want me to ask all the questions and then you will answer?
Sure. Thank you for your question. And during our discussion about this idea, actually, we have also discussed about this concern. And because why we want to do this app, besides that some elderly may want to know the new technologies, but some of them do not, just like you mentioned. But actually, for the situation in Hong Kong, recently, because of the pandemic, that the governments have published some policy that everyone in Hong Kong have to use the mobile app to follow some restrictions. And we realized that it is not about something they want to or they do not want to, it's a need, and they must have to learn the new technologies because the society is growing faster than we thought. So I think our group think that it's time to help the elderly to learn more before the technology go more faster than we can catch. Thank you for your question.
All right, thank you so much. Another question is that how then your app is about I mean, your app has made the fonts bigger and they introduced a point system. So how is the app different from the smartphone software? Because I see it has the same transport apps. In the smartphone, you can just enhance the font sizes, right? But how is that different from the smartphone softwares? Because as I could see, the transportation apps are similar. The only thing which is different is point system. But then if point system is different, then how is it different from existing point cards app, which are already there? I believe they would be there in Hong Kong as well. The point cards app, which give points to you for shopping. So that is what my next question would be. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. I think the difference from our applications and other applications is that we have the instruction. For example, if you download this app, yes, about the subway. You can, if you turn on this app, you can see the, sorry, oh, I forgot. You can see the space. Oh, well, actually, if you turn on this app, you cannot see any instruction, I think. They just give you many buttons, but for the people who haven't used this app before, they have no idea how they can handle it. But our application have added the instructions there. For example, here, I'm so sorry, it is the Chinese. It's like if I want to go somewhere, and then I can. So the first part is to teach them how to search the way they want to go, and then they can click this one, and then it will be the samples or the templates of the application, and there are some words there to tell them, okay, this button, if you click this button, and then you can do something. So our difference is to add more instruction. So it is just a practice here, and then when they finish this practice, they know how to use it. They can move to the original application to do it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, team.